Thank you, Dr. Amas. I think that is true for all fields of research, right? We have to be very resourceful to be able to overcome the challenges in our research. Okay, we have our next question. I think this is our second to the last question. This is still for Dr. Amas. Can you discuss more about PAV?
Last number 17 is like
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Amas. I think we have a lot of questions from our participants today because my co-facilitators here asked me to extend our Q&A. So we have our next question. This is not our last question. This is for Dr. Balendras. You have discussed that fungal pathogens remain the major pathogenic organisms. Do you have any idea of the progress of the development of control for these organisms?
Relevance.
Any questions, audience?
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Amas and Mr. Valerres. So I think that is really, as plant pathologists, we know that resistance is prone to breakdown. So we have to continually develop, and just to, I don't know, to address the changes of our pathogens, right? Yeah. Thank you very much to both our resource speakers. Next, we have another question from Dr. Amas. Does integration of resistant genes cause changes to the plant in terms of development and productivity? Thank you very much, Dr. Amas. We are down to our last question. We have a question from our in-chat messages. The rubber industry in Mindanao is currently facing the challenge of Lothiopsis. For Dr. Markey, could you suggest a researchable area for graduate students like us as well for government research institutes to work on that might help in managing these diseases?
Right. So, currently there are several institutions that are working on that we can using resource detected in the sea and it is spreading I think I've heard research for identifying what species are associated with this that could start. I think another one is less, less susceptible. I'm not saying it's less resistant, but more of less susceptible than what is being planted in the field. And another one would be looking into epidemiological studies of the spread of the disease, and you do greenhouse or incubation research where you have a plant increase the temperature, decrease the temperature. So you look into the biology of the pathogen, and at the same time, its interaction with the host. When you have a high res immunity, low res immunity, so you're trying to understand what makes the plant sick, what makes the pathogen more virulent and aggressive. So you go after the disease triangle, and you can also look into the time where when it's the earliest time the isolate can cause disease in that. So these are the things that we
And last question.
Thank you very much, Dr. Melendez. We have one last question. I keep on saying last, but there are many questions presented to us. So this is the last question according to our facilitators. Do you have publications on pathogen-pathogen or plant-pathogen interaction which may or may not contribute to the disease development? If yes, is it available to the public to be accessed?
most of them are in pathology, so I would suggest any members for that bed of if you're interested in this work, if it really depends on what pathogen or what microorganism you're working. So for idiophytes, you can work on mycology journals. So I think there are a lot of research on this particular pathogen. But I wouldn't say it's pathogen now if it's not causing any disease. So maybe it's pathogen, but somehow it doesn't cause the disease on the plant because the plant is not compatible with that pathogen. So that might be the question. We're just trying to go around the question now. So there are heaps of papers around in the internet. But in my medical publications, I can't think of anything that has no disease because most of my work. The thing about mycologists is that somehow we are also mycologists, but the difference is that our microorganisms are pathogenic plants. And if it's not pathogenic, then you go to mycology and you're working on function. So it's something like that. But there's a lot in the internet I think you can find. I just have I can't think of anything right now to suggest. Maybe.
Thank you very much, Dr. Belendres, and thank you, Dr. Amas, for addressing the queries from our participants. And of course, thank you very much to our participants for the engaging questions. Excuse me? Oh yes, Dr. Ryan. At this point,
Can I actually ask the last question?
oh yes, sir, of course.
So I just want to ask, I get asked inside about, I guess now he's related to questions, but so far, what do you think is in terms of the black technology and propaganda program state universities, because our graduates, they could be more than well, what do you think is
Advice.
That's a good question. And for me, it's the thing is that I'm teaching botany at DLSU, and my research is in plant pathology, so I'm not really teaching plant pathology to my students. I'm teaching plant pathology to my research. I'm to my thesis students. So that's two different things. I'm not
Wala rin sir,
teaching
ibuloy mo si Dr. Amas.
It's related to the topic that I'm discussing, research photosynthesis and vegetative parts. But with observations, I think with my experience in Australia, you know this one because you're graduate in Australia as well. Mentorship is a critical component there. When I say mentorship, not just reading, being an advisor and then you have your student do the research, but being there all the way, understanding and being that role model for your student as well.
Nice.
Because you can, I mean, this was from a ecology conference that you cannot give something you don't have. So if you want them to become good pathologists, you need to show to them how to be a good pathologist. So in that way, if you want them to experience how to diagnose diseases, you also, be part of that, becoming a blood diagnostician or a pathologist. So you expose them to activities and exercises. I think people are doing this. I mean, universities are doing this. But I think they're not doing that. Have some exposure, have some real scenario in the field, working with the industry. I think one part of our industry is that I have an opportunity to really work well with the industry that I'm currently working in research, so that you understand their needs and you also understand what they don't need in the capacity of your work. So that one, that's a really very difficult question. And I'm not probably the level of an administrator who would say do this, do that. But I think with more role models, more experience and exposure of students to industries, and also going to the field and doing the actual work. And one thing as well is less coursework. I'm not sure if it's the correct way to say it, but of the undergraduate in Australia, courses,
Lakad. Yung sabi niya kasi, more experience, more engaging sa real world, less coursework. Yun ang doon po ako sa less coursework. Tama naman.
But then I think that's a really good question to ask. We have educators, we have people, maybe there are administrators here as well. They can act if they wanted to. But it's a very difficult, tough question, and usually you can get that from experience. Because I don't have much of the acting experience, but I'm really very much as well. But yeah, I hope what I said makes sense. And I could be wrong, as I said, I could be wrong. But I hope that in that opinion, it's something that, administrators will also consider if they wish to have, a blood pathologist who really know how to diagnose, not just finishing the degree and then what's next. Yeah, that's it. How about you? How about your if you're an administrator, what would you say to your administrator if you have to take through the system?
Station naman sila, eh.
Hindi mo na galing opinion ko at webinar para mag-exit na sila.
Talk show, eh. Okay. Kasi engage kayo.
Ay, higulat na naminaw yun.
Talk show naman eh.
Uy, mag-exit na kami ng webinar.
Pwede na yung kulang yan.
You're doing well, so you're making us proud, so thanks for asking that.
Thank you very much to both of you. Those were very insightful answers. So our open forum segment was very interactive. Thank you to our resource speakers, right? So now let me proceed to the giving or the presentation of the certificates of appreciation to both our speakers. Let me read the citation. The certificate of appreciation is given to Dr. Mark Angelo O. Valendres and Dr. Junray C. Amas in grateful recognition for their time and expertise shared as keynote speaker in a webinar on exploring nature's genetic arsenal, emerging pests, biocontrol, and mechanisms of insecticide and disease resistance. Given this 11th day of July 2024, signed by Dr. Roblin C. Piamonte, the head of the Department of Pest Management, and Dr. Marlene M. Bellarmino, the Dean of the Graduate School of the Visayas State University. this juncture, may I ask everyone to please turn on their cameras for a short photo opportunity with our resource speakers. Let me just wait for the others. Okay, I am taking a photo for the first page. 1, 2, 3. We're now on the next page. 1, 2, 3. And then for the last one, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you once again to our resource speakers, and thank you to our participants for attending our webinar. We will be sending the certificates in your respective Gmail accounts after you have successfully filled in the post-webinar form. We are flashing the QR code in front of you. QR code. Okay. So you can access the post-webinar form through that QR code, and the facilitators will also be sending the link in our in-chat messages and on the comment section of our Facebook Live. Thank you once again to our resource speakers. Thank you, participants. And to formally close today's activity, may I call on Dr. Justin Bennett H. Miliado to give the closing remarks.
Itin daw daw.
Di ko na pumapim. Kaya kung pin ako, di mo ko sa inyo.
Thank you for joining us, and really, 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 really thank you for your time and for sharing question and answer. This has been a really great avenue for the discussion. I would like to add that yes, it's really important, and maybe one thing Dr. Martin and Dr. Amka is the talk about how to improve the crop protection rate in the Philippines. Maybe we should start with sharing with best practices. I would invite everyone a webinar that got and my undergraduate and I try to replicate it in the
Pero sa live kay siya may kuan na.
So it's the first are the first is the app or in the university we also make this practical talk. They're very, very proud of their students now. And we would like to also appreciate their partners. We collaboration and helping each
Thank you once again, everyone. Once again, I would like to emphasize that certificates will be given after you filled in the webinar feedback form, in which the QR code is presented in front of you. We have also sent the link in our in-chat messages in the comment section of our Facebook Live. Thank you very much for attending, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Melendres, Dr. Amas, Dr. Chu, and Dr. Guerrero for your very insightful discussions. We hope to see you again in the next webinars to come. Thank you.
Salamat.
Thank you, everyone.
Salamat, Coloray. Salamat, Dr.
Thank you, Dr.
Salamat, Col. Salamat, Konti. Mag-video sa last.
Picture.
Video na. Thank you.
Yay!
Yay! Wrap up!
And we're done.
Kung makita ko lang ang mga nakumata sa akin.
Sige, ma'am. Wait lang. Ay, susiya. Wait, ma'am.
Ano din si Mark Permensi?
Kinsa na?
Asa ba ito video?
Wala na video.
Mo, ne?
Video?
Itong video, kanina pa.
Liwas pa si daw yan.
Basta siya ka,
Wala yung mountain niya. Tapos mountain niya. Ah! Oh, okay.
Supervisor.
Ha? Kinsa?
Apa na to?
Ano din? Ba't sa'yo yung equal ako? Tanungan ko. Yaman. Liga-ligaan, liga-ligaan ba? Ha?
Tapos siya.
Mana?
Nahulog ang kape. Charot lang.
Mana? Yay!
Thank you.
This is Risha, bye. Thank you. Yan ang pinaka-princess, Disney princess of all. Ano mas mo trato ano?
Lock yan. Huwag na mo to. Hindi na ko hingin mo, guys.
Pwede na.
Nagtanaw, lapay manti. Di ba ako pwede magkuhan and magkuhan?
Sige lang, pahuwat na lang. Muwat mo na sila lang.
Salamat.
Kuya nga itong ba yung mga...
Nasa